Manchester United travel to Goodison Park this Sunday for our Premier League game against Everton. Now, this is typically a game where Man United have struggled in the last few years. Other than last year itself when we won 3-0, excellent performance there. I remember going there, I think it was after an international break, and we'd lost the game before. May have been Arsenal when we got spanked, not sure, but morale was quite low. Expectations were low, and we played excellent counter-attacking football. Even Rooney scored, I think. It was an excellent performance, and that's what we're going into. Leading into this game, I suppose that's our most recent result at Goodison Park, but our most recent result against Everton is filled with wonderful memories. That FA Cup game at Wembley, Anthony Martial, last minute, probably the moment of last season under Louis van Gaal. It was just bedlam. It was absolutely wonderful, wonderful goal. Wonderful, wonderful moment for Man United fans after quite a lacklustre season. But heading into this game, that man himself, Anthony Martial, has had his best performance of the season so far against West Ham in the League Cup. Scored 2 goals, looked like the Martial of last year. He looked like someone who ran at a defender with confidence and knew he was going to get past him. They were found on him left, right and centre. They couldn't stop him. And somebody else who was wonderful in that game as well was Mkhitaryan. And that's the main focus of this preview, is how I want to see Martial out on the left and Mkhitaryan out on the right. Because even before the season started, I felt that was going to be our best wide attacking options. And so far this season, we've seen Martial out of form, and we've seen Marcus Rashford out on the right. And he struggled out on the right-hand side. And I don't want to see that anymore. I want to see Rashford play through the middle in his more natural position and let him grow as a striker. Don't force him out wide and operate him as a right winger that ends up playing right back quite a lot as well. It doesn't look like he suits him anymore. Obviously, he did play as a winger in the youth levels, but I just don't want to see that. I want to see Mkhitaryan out there. I want to see Mata or Rooney in the middle. And I want to see Martial out on the left, because that is a magical front three. And looking at Everton, man, they have won 1 game out of their last 8. They have lost 4. They've lost to Bournemouth. They got spanked 5-0 by Chelsea. But we can't really say much about getting spanked by Chelsea, can we? They've struggled quite a lot. And for 1 win in 8. And Ronald Koeman had a pretty solid start to his career at Everton, but it's kind of petered off a little bit now, and fans are starting to question him, starting to question why he's not using the youth players in that team. But I think United have to go here with real confidence. And the thing I need to see from United now is a momentum builder, because we've had individually good games. You could look at West Ham in the EFL Cup, you could look at Feyenoord and Fenerbahce in the Europa League, you could look at Leicester in the Premier League. Games where we've scored 4 goals, there's 4 of them. And that's something I want to point out as well. It took Louis van Gaal like 120 plus games to score 4. In 120 plus games, Louis van Gaal's United scored 4 or more goals on 4 occasions. Mourinho's already done that in like 23 games. So for anybody who's saying that Man United are not improving and not changing and not heading in the right direction under Jose Mourinho, is not watching Man United play week in, week out. We can all see the improvements, we can all see the progression. But what we haven't seen so far is consistency. We've seen good results sandwiched in between a lot of frustrating results. And the frustrating results have come not necessarily because of bad performances, but because of bad finishing. That definitely improved against West Ham. I didn't think the first half performance against West Ham was that much different to the Premier League one. But we finished our chances. And we need to see that against Everton. You know, Zlatan, for all his misses this season, I think he's on 11 goals now. He's certainly well on the way to scoring 20 goals this season. And he looked clinical against West Ham, and he even still missed chances too, and he scored twice. That's what United do. United are creating so many chances that Zlatan can score 2, and he still think he had a bad game because he could have had another 2 or 3 more. We are creating chances left, right and centre. And up against Everton, you know, it's not going to be an easy game. It never ever is at Goodison Park. But you just have to be confident right now, as far as I'm concerned, because Man United, you know, Chelsea, take the Chelsea game out of it, take the Fenerbahce away game. I think United have played very well in the last 6 to 8 weeks. I can just see improvements. I can see consistent performances and improvements. Defensively, we're a bit wobbly, but Jones and Rojo right now looking excellent. Valencia looking like a man reborn. I'm not sure who's going to play left back at Everton. But we'll have Pogba coming back into that team that played against West Ham in the EFL Cup. We'll have Mata coming back into that team. Obviously, Rooney won't play, which is a shame, because Rooney looks angry. Rooney looks like the old Rooney, and that's the Rooney we all love. That's the reason that he's held as a legend by so many people, so many fans of Man United. And that's what we want to see, is a pissed off, bearded, blooded Rooney running his socks off. That's when he'll get back into everyone's good books. It's a shame that he can't play, but Goodison Park, he's always struggled there, to be honest. He always struggles when he goes back to Merseyside. My prediction for this game, you know, if we can't beat an Everton side who have only got 1 win in 8, who have lost to Bournemouth, who have lost to Chelsea, obviously they did get a draw against Man City, but they're struggling at the moment. They're really struggling with an identity. And because we won last year, because we won in the FA Cup, we've had a good couple of recent results against Everton. And, you know, they're going to be tough to beat. They've got Lukaku, they've got Barkley, they've got Delafeu, they've got decent players in that squad. But United just have to take that momentum from the West Ham game and transfer it into Goodison Park. If we can do that, we'll beat them comfortably. And I'm going to be optimistic, and I'm going to say, yes, we are going to take that momentum. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 Man United win. I do think we still have a bit of a wobble in our defence, and I feel like someone like Barkley or Lukaku can exploit that, especially from a set piece. So I'm going to give Everton a goal, but I think United should be confident. Should be confident of that win. Should be confident that we will get the chances. And as long as we improve our finishing, we're more clinical like we were against West Ham, 3 points are going to come on Sunday. That is it for our preview for the game. Let me know your prediction in the comments below as always. But hopefully Man United can get this win against Everton and start building momentum into what is going to be a very busy fixture period this Christmas. If we can string a few wins together, who knows what can happen in the Premier League. But let me know your predictions in the comments below as always, and drop a like on the video and subscribe to United People's TV if you are new. And we'll see you all very soon. Take it easy.